Hey everybody, I decided to go ahead and finish up the Sesshoumaru picture that I had initially started, and this is the inking video to go along with it. Um, I will do the color one shortly hereafter. I just want to take my time in picking out my colors and everything, and I didn't want to make this clip way too long. Video, I should say. What you're seeing here is I've got my Pentel brush pen, and I'm not very proficient with it yet, so I usually start out working with it to see how good I can do, and then I usually touch up with my multi-liners later on. The thing with the brush pen is you have to have a really good control over your pressure, and sometimes that's hard. Like I start off really good with really good pressure, but then as I keep going and inking, my hand gets a little bit tired, and then I get really lazy. So yeah, but it actually makes for beautiful lines, and overall I really enjoy that particular pen. And like I said, I'm working very hard to get proficient in it just because I enjoy it so much. As far as the picture goes, I didn't make any changes or anything like that. I just took a photo of the picture itself and then I tossed it into Photoshop. I did, I think, make it a little bit bigger, because this is an 8 by 10. Well, actually it's an 8 by 11. I'm going to trim it down once it's all done to like an 8 by 10 or something, but overall the picture itself is bigger. I was going to make it smaller, but I was like, I don't want to do a tiny little picture. I kind of wanted to do something a little bit bigger. Alright, so as you can see, my hand's already starting to get tired at this point, and I'm making some mistakes. And you can even see the reflection of the ink. So the pen itself actually puts out straight ink, so you kind of gotta let it dry as I'm sitting there spasmodically trying to get it to dry. Yeah, I do love the pen though, don't get me wrong. And just as a side note, because I'm sitting out here in my dark car, I'm doing this for you guys because my husband's inside and he's washing clothes and making all sorts of noise, and I just didn't want you guys to hear dishes banging in the background while I'm trying to do this recording. Well, let's see here. What else can we talk about? The longer the line, the harder it is for the control. And again, I just need practice. I know that a lot of people believe that like moving your entire hand and arm and everything makes for smooth lines, and it does when you're not trying to make a smooth line. I have no luck either way, so I just kind of do it the way is best for me, is sometimes just making a bunch of smaller lines and connecting them together and then smoothing them out with a multi-liner later. I do practice in my free time. I just draw lines. But like I said, when I'm not trying, I'm able to do it. But when I'm trying to be neat and tidy and clean, I just have no luck at all. And you see it, all the bangs. The bangs were hard. Like, I couldn't figure out the right angle. I didn't want to get my hand in the ink. I was just not having any luck with that. And then I'm sitting here again with those little lines trying to make, and it's a curve too, and that's even worse. I'm trying not to touch the ink. Oh, it was an ordeal. I'm getting anxious just watching it, and I'm sure somebody else out there who does inking like fantastically is sitting back thinking, what is wrong with this person? How does she not know how to ink? Now, I've always inked with liners, microns or copics or whatever. I don't like copics, but whatever. This is my first time forcing myself to do something that's outside of my comfort zone. With liners, I know what to do to get the lines I want. I have absolutely no issue with them. I love liners. With brush pen though, I want those thick and thin lines, so I really just am trying so hard, you know, to get some line variation, and I don't know. I could do it with the multi-liners too, but it usually requires me going over the picture another time with the multi-liners, and when I erase, the multi-liner it tends to fade, and I don't like that. With this brush pen though, it doesn't fade. It's really excellent ink. It's really high quality ink, and it's supposed to be waterproof. See, I don't want to ever have to test that theory. Although when I was doing this, I did go to blow on some eraser dust, and like I spit a bit, and it was pretty bad. I am doing this a little bit slow. Oh man, look at there. I'm off the camera. I'm gonna have to set my camera up even higher. I'm sorry about that. Bad framing. But oh crap, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah, that's the story of my life. I forgot. Yeah. I am using my new not digital camera. It's a webcam. I got it set up right above my art area. So I have pretty limited space, and unfortunately, I don't have any way to control the zoom or anything with it because it's not compatible with my computer, and there's an app, but it's like $13, and I'm like, I don't want to spend money on an app for a camera that I already spent like $60, $70 on. But it's working for what it's supposed to be working as. So I'm happy with it. And look at there, I'm off the frame again, and I'm like doing something important. And the problem is I have to I only have so far I can go with the camera, and man, I wish I'd been paying closer attention. It's hard to pay attention to what's being recorded on my camera and what's being, like, what I'm doing in front of me, and I don't like looking up from what I'm doing because that's about the time I'm gonna accidentally set my brush down somewhere that's not supposed to go. Nah. Not happy about that. Or, well, learning process. The whole thing's a learning process. Anyway. So yeah, and I was initially going to just do some free sketching and just record myself doing that. And I couldn't get the sketching to work. I sat down and things just, like, my brain got stupid. I had a case of the dumb. I think I'm at the point now where I'm just letting things dry. And I kind of went slower with this video just so you guys could see, like, the process. And I don't know. A lot of inking videos tend to go really fast, in my opinion. And sometimes it's just like I want to stop and pause and see how they did that and why they did that and whatever. And I think I'm writing a note here. Pretty much just says that you gotta let that bad mother dry. Because you do. The ink is, it's like India ink coming straight out of a brush pen. It's awesome. Oh yeah, there I go writing that note. Ha ha ha, see, I communicate even if I can't communicate. And I'm sitting there doing my best to try and speed up the process by, you know, waving on it and stuff like that. Some things I'm not going to be lining, like the markings on his face and the moon on his forehead, just because those are kind of, oh, what are they called? Color overs or something. I don't know. There's an animation term for it, but I don't ink them because they're not. I don't want to outline them. I just want them in solid color. And I'm writing you guys another note, and it's gonna be the same with his arm fluffy. Oh yep. See, I'm gonna touch up with my multi-lines. And the fluffy over his shoulder, I'm not going to be inking. But here I'm just going through and kind of straightening up some of the messier areas, and trying to decide where I can add some thickness, where I can take some, I can't take it away, but I can try and even it out a little bit. Yeah, and I'm just using my microns for this. And then after that, I have to let it dry for quite a bit after I do this, because microns tend to smear with my copics, and I don't want them to smear. So I'm going to go ahead and ink here, let it dry. I usually let it dry for a good couple of hours. It's pretty late now. I don't know if I'm going to get to coloring tonight, but I'll at least pick the colors. But yeah, there we go. And then I just kind of touch up where I can. I flip the paper in every direction possible. I used to be a real stickler for keeping my paper only facing one direction and only working in one direction. And then I realized that's kind of stupid. It's like, if it's easier to draw a line from a different angle, then turn the paper. No one says you have to keep your paper facing one direction. It's kind of silly. And here with the eye, I normally don't outline the eye color. I like to do that in the actual color of the eye, the color of the iris. But I did anyway just because I don't know, okay. So, as it turns out, if you hit a button while you're recording a voiceover, it stops your voiceover. Where am I here now? Oh yeah, and I was talking about the iris. I normally don't outline that in black. I usually outline that with the color of the iris. I did it in black this time just because Sesshoumaru in the anime, his eyes are outlined completely. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just pretty much finishing up here. I gotta let it dry again. Like I said, the copics need about an hour or two to dry. More drying. So I sit there and I'm pretty much going to be doing that. I touch up a little bit more, but after that, it's more or less done. Like I said, the Pentel brush pens, what I used in this, the Micron multi-liners I used in this. It's just a Pentel regular eraser, and then I have a black eraser that I use. And it's just a click eraser, it's nothing special. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Any questions, I guess go ahead and toss them down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping to have the colored one up here pretty soon. I don't want to make you guys wait too long for that. And all of these videos are just going to be voiceovers. I don't quite understand the music thing yet. I know that there's like royalty-free, not royalty-free music, but free music to use that YouTube provides, but I haven't had a chance to go through it. So for now, if it's going to just be voiceovers. I wish I could put my music on here because I have some awesome songs that would go great with all of my doodles, but yeah, you know, people are kind of silly and they won't let me use their music for free. But yeah, anyway, like I said, again, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, like I said, just toss them in the comments. I think I covered everything though. Yep, and this is just me inking. I guess that, yeah. Yeah, I'm still erasing. I'm very finicky. I like all of the pencil gone. But yeah. Alright, we're running out of room here, so I can stop talking now. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.